Welcome to the meditation practice. Bring on board a loving smile as you allow the breath to flow easily through the body to your advantage. And note these words: to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Unconditionally be one with thyself as you spend a few moments settling the body down and choosing a breathing practice that shall assist you in relaxing the mind in focus. Perhaps alternate nostril breathing may suffice, breathing through one side and out through the other, alternately, for at least 60 seconds. Go within. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Unconditionally. Imagine that. Take this moment to refine your awareness within the breath exchange. And as the breath continues to flow from nostril to nostril, note how you have allowed those shoulders to be far more relaxed due to this easy practice in focus. And when appropriate, as you find your way back to the right nostril for an exhalation of your choice, release the palms and bring on board ending a smile. Now check that the neck is not tense or uncomfortable. If so, adjust it. Check that your posture adds balance and alignment. Think of your spine like an antenna. Each time you practice, the body improves upon the previous practice. Now gently choose one hand and place it effortlessly upon the heart. And as you place it upon your heart, notice the steps that flow through your mind. Notice the steps that flow through your mind. As you hear the gentle steps moving from the outer to the inner, comfortably. Relax the shoulders. Now bring your attention down to your navel and place the opposite hand upon your navel. Notice the right or left palm. You're choosing to have internal connection via the life force that assists in the doorway to the greater overself. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. An unconditional love. Now go within and imagine that you're purposely choosing now to allow that to become a reality or more of a reality than previously within. Now you're not choosing to love from an ego perspective. You're choosing to love from a divine perspective, which is unconditional. To love is a blessing. At the same time, imagine that the universe now reflects the same back to you. You are acknowledging and accepting the love in return. For the next few moments, as that body settles into a wonderful state of relaxation and alignment, bring all your awareness to what you may consider as pure love. You're sending it through your entire mind to your entire self. At the same time, you're sending it out to the greater universe. And you're acknowledging that they in turn shall reflect back the same to you. Now imagine, as you send out love that is pure, and it replicates numerous of times, imagine how it shall cascade back to you in great enhancement. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance of unconditional joy in celebratory exchange. Always remember, whatever the years of past have brought to you, you have access to the knowledge gained through that experience. Thus, you're far wiser today, and you shall continue to become far wiser with each day, especially if you choose to add to the practice as you are today in every way. Relax. Continue to relax. And notice if there's any distractions that find you, it is external, not internal. There is an aspect of the mind that's constantly sending information to distract you, to have your attention. The aim of a meditation practice is the opposite, meaning you're not choosing to allow yourself to be ensnared by those influences. Rather, you're choosing now to find stillness, whereby you could find yourself on the busiest of streets, yet you still find stillness, and you shan't find distraction. Go within. Perhaps you have not taken sufficient time in the past to fully integrate pure light and love within yourself as much as the universe has provided. This is the perfect opportunity now to relax and to allow the divine light to permeate unconditional love through your entire being. Let it flood you. It's as if the creator of the universe itself is enveloping you now in its arms of divine upliftment. Imagine that, if you can. Whatever reasons that you chose to experience whatever you've experienced, be wiser today for that experience. Imagine the mind fully liberated in realization, awakening and understanding. The wise throughout the generations have continued to share their wisdom and divine integrations to those who sought their guidance and inspiration. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Unconditional balance in upliftment. Continue to let that body find perfect attunement. Thereby you may note, after a few moments of internal focus, that nothing else shall distract you. And be proud of the fact that with practice and repetition, you shall be so still that your mind shall find the most expanded space in union. That peace shall flood your entire being. Go within now. And all you're doing is relaxing the external realities to awaken the internal self. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Pure light in divine connection. Always recognize the aim is not to force, but rather gently, systematically allow nature to move through you as you let go of past limitations and set yourself free. Go with it and notice the stillness that shall find you now as you choose to allow it so. Go with it. Choosing to allow the mind to become so relaxed that nothing shall flow to disturb or distract the stillness. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong climb of romance and purity. Imagine stepping out of those past limited paradigms to the new beginning, the new awakening. Go with it. Continue to sense the stillness that automatically flows to your senses as you choose to consciously allow it so now. As you choose consciously to remain focused internally within that stillness, a pure light in love. And as you continue to find stillness, this shall extend to your daily routine, wherever you may be. Thereby, meditation is simply a living practice in every action of every day. First, you find stillness in preparatory replication, such as you are now. Then gradually, the stillness shall extend in all your actions. Continue to allow it to be so. Continue to allow the mind to delve deeper. The more one one replicates this practice, the easier it is for the practice to find the self. Relax. And if mind finds distraction, let the distraction pass and return your focus, thus gradually, through repetition. Stillness is instinctive and natural in all your aspects of life. Thereby, the decisions you embark upon shall be the most refined decisions without false sense of misalignment. Rather, one shall find stability and strength in empowerment. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Let it be so now. Unconditionally. The more you allow the mind to relax, the natural reflex finds you in relaxation, in focus. You're continuing to consciously focus within as you breathe. Continue to allow your mind to find internal focus without distraction or disturbance. Now imagine, as you are placed where you are, that you become as still as a statue. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Perfect foundation. Stillness. And in turn, as one finds that state of balance, one may find 60 seconds may suffice to achieve that deep state of divine communion. Whatever you replicate becomes habitual in your personality traits. The aim is not to force, but to find quality in your commitment in the replication. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance of inner peace. The objective of a practice is not how long you sit, it's how you place yourself and how you choose to settle into that state of stillness. Whatever you replicate becomes habitual. Nothing distracts or disturbs the mind. Imagine that as a reality in all transitions and transactions of every day. Now, as always, sit for as long as you feel appropriate for you. Now notice your breathing deepening. Reclaim those hands in full gratitude as you place them together, gently rubbing them, feeling the tactile exchange. Thereby you can place the palms upon the eyes, ears, nose, crown and forehead. Then if need to shake those hands out as you rid from you anything that had found attachment within you. Now you've chosen to clear it. Full light. Now imagine within you a divine light that flows through your entire spine and exudes through your entire body, creating a wonderful field of vibrant light, health, balance and consciousness. And in turn, it shall repel from you anything that shall cause you misalignment, as you are no longer choosing to attract it due to your conscious practice of unconditional love. To love thyself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Allow that love to be pure and see the whole universe as an extension of the self. And until our next practice, be light, be love, and love thyself in purity. Harium Tat Sat.